even how to start the segment. We just had every conversation you could think of. 10:38, Beyond the Shelves, the first Monday of the month, happens to fall on April Fool's Day. You know.
Yeah.
Not much you can do about this one.
No, and everything we talk about is
very serious.
We're not joking. We're not joking.
I'm just laughing over the weekend I had. I didn't tell the audience.
No.
The reason my phone died is I was on a par 5 and I just birdied it, 500-yard hole. Go look down. You know, you feel good.
Yeah.
You're like, this is a good day, good Easter weekend, and you look down and you see bird excrement on your cell phone, and then your phone's green, and it's green for 2 reasons. 1, from the bird. 2 is because your phone turns green and just fries itself. Just amazing. So if I text you, who is this? I really did get a new phone. I do like you. Mary, the Beyond the Shelves last week did very well.
Oh, good.
I can't even tell you how many people were excited about this.
That's awesome.
And, seeing, folks sharing the genealogy article and all that, people really love the services that are being offered. How did your Easter go?
It went well. How about yours?
Good. That was a long tie-in, but I found a way to tie it in, you know?
It went well. It sounds like mine might have gone a little better than yours, but it went well.
We're here now.
Yeah.
So what's coming down the pipeline? I know that we have the letters to look at, but I wanted to talk about some of the events first, and then we'll dive into the library part. I know Ed Wheatley's next week.
He's actually on Wednesday. Yeah, this coming Wednesday. I know, the time has it's like March took forever, and then the last week just flew by. So, yeah. Man, so he'll be Wednesday.
I even put that on my calendar wrong.
Yep. He'll be here Wednesday, April 3rd at 6:30 at the Alton Square Mall Library. And we do still have a few seats available, so people can come and listen to him talk about the history of sports in St. Louis.
Wonderful.
Yep, free program.
Wonderful. And then what else is coming down the pipeline?
So April starts 2 programs that we have. We have our Food for Fido Fine Amnesty program, and we kind of touched on that last week. But if you have any overdue Hayner Library materials, whether they're just a couple of days overdue or whether they've gone into build status, I mean, you've had these things for a while and you think, I forgot I had them. You can return them to any Hayner Library location along with an item of pet food. So 1 item of pet food or pet care item per overdue item, and we will waive your fine as long as it's a Hayner Library item. We will waive that and then donate the food to 5A's.
Does that go for Library of Things too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a twofold program. The whole point is to get our materials back so that somebody else can check them out. It also helps patrons, because if you've got a couple of things that you've checked out and haven't returned them and they're overdue, and we charge up to the price of the item. So.
I love how we do this because I'm not, I'm kind of new. I'm new to the library game.
Yeah.
So all these thoughts just start coming up when I ask about this. So just for the record, just so folks know, you can't just bring in the bag of dog food without the item.
Bring the item.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to bring them both at the same time. Because
I'd go in there with like 8 bags of dog food going, here you go.
Bring the item with you at the same time, and we will waive the fine and then donate the item to the 5A's. And they could use it too.
I'm still going to find a way to donate an item and find a way to get some other fines.
Yeah, well, and that's just it too. I mean, 5A's, if they need the dog food and the cat food. And so if you just want to, if you've been meaning to donate something to them and you don't have a library fine, but you just want to donate something, just bring it by and we'll take it to them. So,
I love it. Yeah. I just love it.
Yeah, so we have that going on. And then for the whole month, that's for the whole month of April. And then also for the month of April, we're doing something new called an Adult Spring Scavenger Hunt. And so, so this starts today. And patrons 18 and older can come into the downtown library or the Alton Square Library. You can sign up, and it's a real quick 3 or 4 questions registration form. Then we hand you the sheet, and we have places in the library for you to look for particular items that are on the sheet. And then we have people going out into the community and just looking for particular things that we ask for on the scavenger hunt page. And it's a way to get people into the library, kind of look around the building, maybe see some things you didn't know we had, and then to send people out into the community to take a look at the community and see some of the things you may not know we have. And then while you're out, people are probably going to say, what are you doing here? And you can say, I'm on the Hayner Library Scavenger Hunt. So it gets you talking about the library in the community, too.
Well, I think that's one. I saw that and thought, how cool is that?
Yeah, and some really cool prizes, too.
Yeah.
So there's some gift cards available to local businesses like Luciana's and the Cookie Factory and Germania and Post Commons and Mava's. We also have a grill set available and a camping chair. So we got some cool stuff that you can win, too.
Well, and that's what when I saw that, I went, that's a really cool way to do something unique. And now, I got a bigger question for you.
Okay.
We've done this segment for almost, has this been a year? Are we officially year status?
Getting close.
Yeah,
getting close. Yeah.
Man, that's wild. It flies by.
It
doesn't
does.
seem like
it really does.
What about, how do I use my library card? So I just gotta ask this question.
I'm glad we're going to talk about this.
So when I get my card, do I have to physically carry my card with me everywhere?
No, you can. There's a couple different things you can do. You can take your card with you. Obviously, you can take it with you. But we also have an app called the Share Mobile Library app, and you can download the app to your device, to your phone, and then it has an electronic card. So we can just scan because everybody always has their phone with them. So we can, just scan your phone and do it that way, or we can look up your account with your drive. As long as you have a driver's license or a state ID with you, we can look it up that way and check out to you. So yeah, you don't have to have it physically with you.
Well, and now take me through some of the stats of these library cards. That's fascinating. I love numbers.
Okay,
I always love how they break down.
The Hayner Library belongs to the Illinois Heartland Library System. It's a consortia of libraries in the state. And we're actually the largest consortia of libraries in North America. So we have 521 member libraries.
Wow.
Yeah, there's 29, I brought the numbers, 29 academic, 227 public, 235 school libraries, and 29 special libraries. So special libraries are kind of like the University of Illinois might have an art museum.
Gotcha.
And they belong to that too. So you can actually use your library card. We always joke, Illinois, we all know Illinois has its problems, but we do libraries really, really well. Yeah, so you can actually use your public library card at any public library in the state. And then you can return things back and forth at each library. So if you're at the Wood River Public Library, or if you're in Wood River, maybe doing some shopping, and you want to stop in at the Wood River Public Library, you can take your Hayner library card in there, use it, check stuff out, and then return those items to Hayner. You can return them to Edwardsville, you can return them to East Alton, wherever you're at. And we have a courier service through the Illinois Heartland Library System, and that courier does 5-day-a-week delivery at every library in the system. And so it's just a continuous returning and delivery of materials. So yeah, it's nice. It's really nice.
Well, and now with the library card, whenever we're using something, because there's so many amenities, like with Biblio Plus and all of these things.
Yeah.
How do I use it to unlock those amenities?
So when you register for your library card, you'll get an individual. Everyone has a unique barcode number on their account, and then that's just the number that you need when you download the app, or whether you go online and use it on your desktop. So we have Biblio Plus, which streams free movies and TV shows. We have Cloud Library and Overdrive, both, which are ebooks, audiobooks, and in the case of Overdrive, digital magazines. You just use your library card number to log in on all of those. So it's all free, but you just use your card number. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I love that breakdown. And now, whenever, do you get very many folks from up north that come down?
Every once in a while. It's usually somebody that belongs maybe to a more rural library, and they come in, and like South County and Brussels. For the longest time, they didn't belong to, or they weren't on an automated system. So they would rely on other libraries in the area to barcode their cards and then use your card. Now they're automated, and we don't have to worry about it. So it doesn't happen quite that often anymore, but we do still have a few every once in a while. And the other thing is, people don't realize if you own rental property in an area, you're entitled, because you pay property taxes, you're entitled to a library card in that area. If you,
Gotcha.
And then there's
like
some places.
If I owned a rental house in Godfrey, I could still, because it's in the library district, I could still get a library card.
Yeah, you're entitled to a library card for that, and then that allows you to access all of the other materials. Now, if you have if you live in Glen Carbon, and then you have a rental property in Alton, you can use your Glen Carbon card. There really wouldn't be any reason for you to want to get it, but you could if you didn't live in a library service area.
Well, and that's the other part about the card I had. So I was going online, because you better not sit there and laugh at me. I know you're watching this. I was going to get my library card, and I typed in my address, and I have a weird address.
Okay.
Do I just stop in the library?
You can just give us a call.
Okay.
Yeah, just give us a call. We'll look up your address and see if you're in our district, because that's the number one question we get. People aren't sure if they live in a library service area, or people aren't sure the way libraries work in the state. And pretty much, if you look at your property tax bill, which everyone's got a property tax bill, if you have a library district or service area listed on there, you just go to that library and get your card, and then you can use it anywhere. But not everybody pays a tax into a library service area, and that's where it gets confusing.
Well, mine is, I think I inputted it wrong.
Oh, okay.
Because I bought a house that was a split. And so when we split the parcel, I got like a weird thing, and I think I got to come in.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to ask a question for me here, too.
Yeah, the easiest thing would be to just come in. But the way the libraries work in Illinois, if you don't live in a library service area, there's a couple of different things you can do. If you don't pay taxes to a library district, then by law, you're required to go to the library that serves the school district that you pay taxes to, because everybody pays taxes to a school district. Right. So, we have some people who live, last week I was talking to someone who lived in Kendall Hill. They don't, which is Wood River, but they don't live in the Wood River Public Library District, which is a city library. So they pay taxes to the Roxana School District. So they go to the Roxana Public Library, purchase a non-resident card, which is usually about the average that taxpayers pay. That's how most libraries figure out their non-resident fee. And then you purchase your card in Roxana Public Library, and then you can use it at any public library in the system. Wow. So that's kind of how they work.
But you're right, there are so many of those spots around here.
Especially rural or unincorporated areas.
Like the Fosterburg area, I bet kind of gets
Foster Township pays into Alton because they're part of Alton, so they are part of the library district because we're Alton, Godfrey, and Foster Township. But there's a few people that are on the outskirts that maybe have a Godfrey address, but they're really in like Macoupin County or Brighton or that kind of, but they don't actually live in Brighton proper to pay a property tax to the library district there. So it kind of is a game of just figuring out where not really a game, but figuring out if you pay a property tax to a library. If you don't, then going to the public library or the public library that serves the school district you pay into.
That is so fascinating. Yeah. I mean, seriously fascinating.
Yeah. And there's a couple of things too, because sometimes the non-resident cards can be a little expensive depending on,
I bet.
what you're paying.
Yeah.
So in Illinois, we enacted the Cards for Kids program. So if you are under 18 and if your children are under 18 and you fall not in a library service area, your children are entitled to a free library card at the district in which you pay school taxes.
Okay.
So we don't have a whole lot of people that live in our district, that school district and library district that overlap. So we have very few of that. But every once in a while you'll get somebody who's more rural area, and that's the Cards for Kids Act, and then there is one for veterans as well.
I didn't know you guys, not going completely off topic here, I was just on the library card page. I didn't know you guys had video games.
Yeah, we just started. So
really?
Yeah, we started checking those out probably in the fall of last year, and they have gone over huge.
When
People
we
love
video games, like what do we mean by that?
Yeah, so we have video games for teens, adults, kids, like PlayStation video games and Xbox, that kind of thing. Yeah, we don't have any of the mature, you're not going to find
Call of Duty in there.
Yeah, you're not going to find there's one, the car video Vice.
Oh yeah,
we're not doing that. But we've got video games for teens. Yeah. We've got video games for teens, adults, and kids.
No, I just think that's that's really, to me, I mean, for parents, I mean, this is a great kind of incentive thing too, saying, hey, if grades look good this week, every Friday we'll go stop by the library. That's wonderful.
And you can get those through interlibrary loan too. So other libraries loan them out back and forth between each other. So if the easiest way to search is just to go to download the Share Mobile Library app, and you can search on your phone and place holds. You can renew materials. You can do all kinds of stuff through your phone, through that app. Yeah.
Really? Could you have a moment to stick around? I got to take one last break of the day. 10:51, we'll come back. Beyond the Shelves continues next, right here on RiverBender.com.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car. I have a job. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey Sherry, talk to me, Dream Team. Without showing.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66. Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. Music CDs, DVDs, magazine kits, games, ebooks, audiobooks, stream videos, access to databases, video game rentals, the library of things. Oh, sorry, I was just reading off the amenities that come with your Hayner library card. You know, when you talk about those things, do people ever, do you ever just sit there and go,
Yeah. So I always have the worry when people hear the word library, they're like, oh,
right.
I don't want to talk about that. But usually even people who are like that when I first start talking, by the end of the presentation are kind of like, wait, you do all of that?
Exactly.
Yep, we do. So yeah. And that's the other thing too. If anybody ever wants me to come and talk, like any kind of group, a local civic group or organization, if you're looking for a speaker, I'm always happy to come and talk about the library.
Do you ever talk to the CEO kids?
I don't think we have.
I think that would be a good group to talk to.
I'd love to.
I mean, even just Alton High students and stuff, because I don't think the students realize how much of a benefit. Listen, I know this thing's invented and life's straight and gold. When you're doing your papers and you're doing all these important things for college, especially at Lewis and Clark's nursing program, you got to have your sources in a line. You have a great institution that you can utilize, and there's all these citation tools, and
which I would have killed when I was in school.
I can only imagine if you have time, ever do have time to think about life. You're sitting there going, "If only I had this 20 years ago or 30 years ago." Oh man. So what else is coming down the pipeline before we talk about?
We've got a couple of programs that are coming up. So on Thursday of this week from 10 to 12 at the Alton Square Library, Senator Erica Harris's office is coming. And so we talked about that, and there was some confusion. Some people were thinking the senator herself was going to be there, and it's her staff. She's I know that she's trying to hit every library. She's trying, but she has a lot of demands on her time as well. So it will be her staff that's coming, and they're just here to assist anybody with residents with any kind of service. They also want to make sure that everybody knows about the available resources for state government related issues. So maybe there's grants, or maybe you're having an issue with something at the state level. That's what her staff is there for. They're there to talk about those and try to get you some assistance and some help.
Well, and that's why I'm glad you clarified, because I was talking to somebody, and I guess disheveled or disgruntled was just the right word. Well, why won't she be there? Well, because, there's only one senator, and there's a lot of people in our jurisdiction, so we got to kind of... That's why.
And I was talking to her staff member about that, and I said, he said, you can rest assured that everything that people bring to him absolutely 100% gets moved on to her. She finds out about it. So even if she's not going to be here on Thursday, her staff will, and they will make sure.
Not to talk politics, but our representatives around here have some of the best staffers. I mean, they really are good.
They're wonderful.
They're always
wonderful.
responsive. So anyone that's still kind of worried about that, if you're going to go, just know it's taken care of and then some.
I promise you, they will make sure that your issue is taken care of.
So for the scavenger hunt, just to go back to that real quick, what's the starting point?
Starts today, and the starting point is the library.
Okay.
So you definitely want to come into either the Alton Square location or the downtown location and pick up your registration form and your packet for going around and what you need to look for and find. So
I'm excited. That's such a fun. And think about this. I got to do the CJ thing again. Think about this. Saturday, we'll pick not this Saturday, but next Saturday when it's warmer. Because you see, this is gonna be like 40 degrees.
I know.
You can. Why don't you do this? Grab your friends, grab a group. 4 or 5 of you, or maybe even 2 of you, and take a walk up and down Broadway throughout the district, the library district. Maybe I don't want to get you in trouble. Maybe you set up a designated driver and do a day trip out of it and have some fun.
Like a pub crawl,
like a wine walk.
Something like that, or stop and have lunch. Do something. Yeah,
that's what I'm kind of picturing out of this. It's an absolute day powered by the library.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and whenever you're putting all the April stuff together, this is a weird time of year for you guys, isn't it? Because you got the spring months, but then all of a sudden your summer reading programs are getting ready to start, and all of these other really big projects.
They are.
Is this kind of like what is it for you guys?
It's kind of a weird time because we put out our newsletter. We start working on our newsletter about 6 weeks before it hits people's houses, but then it covers the following 3 months. So we have to plan very far in advance for what's going to be coming out. And this is the weird newsletter because it covers April, May, and June.
Yep.
So it hits part of summer, and that summer happens to be part of the summer reading program. So we have all of our summer reading program information in the spring newsletter. Right. So it kind of throws everybody off. So
well, that's why I think it's really cool how you guys do that, because there's some thought that goes into this.
A lot of thought.
We
have really good staff members who just kind of try to keep an eye on what's going on in the future and making sure that they time it so that it hits this newsletter. So,
and getting back to the library card, Mary, if someone has more questions like I do, where you have like a weird address or something isn't getting put in right, for me, user error. Is there a certain time of day or certain person you talk to at the library?
Nope. Anytime the library is open, we all have access to a database where we can put in your address.
Okay.
And as long as you're in Madison County, we can pretty much, well, actually, if you're in the state, we can figure out where your library is that you should go to get your card issued.
That's my curiosity, because I'm the guy, you know how it is at Casey's. You go in to get gas, and you're stuck behind the guy that got 800 lottery tickets. None of them are winners, but he's got to scan them all.
Every single one of them.
And then go ahead and buy 2 more number 5s, and then So I always feel like I'm the guy that's going to hold people up.
Nope.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. And that's the thing too. Don't worry about anything, because sometimes libraries have been around for so long that everybody thinks I should know how to use this place, but we're evolving all the time.
That's true.
It's not a problem. We love it when people come up and say, "What's going on?" or "How do I do this?" Or we'll be happy to show. That's what we're there for.
That's what amazes me. And I know I'm going over, boss, but I don't care. I really don't. It's a Monday, and this is fascinating. For you in your position, libraries have been institutions for this country forever. I mean, but what's it mean to really be the evolutionary piece to the next version of a library? Because we are in this in-between time.
We are.
We're going from... we're hitting this digital age, and people thought the digital age was 20 years ago. We were just getting started.
Yes.
Yeah. So for you, you're in this weird spot, not weird, but unique, to where your group, your staff, you are the next generation and what that's going to look like.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange place to be. I mean, for me personally, I came into it back when it was, let's use the phrase analog to digital.
Yeah, you're right.
I was here when it was analog.
Yeah.
And so to watch it evolve, and it's exciting to see what it can be, because what's coming up digitally, and what's happening like with AI and things like that. So you wonder, how is that going to affect us? And so we just have to kind of keep our eye on the future and think, okay, we need to be responsive and adaptive to it. But at the same time, knowing that one of the nice constants of the library is that it's always been a place for the community to come, no matter who you are in the community. And so it's kind of exciting to still be able to offer a meeting place for people, and a place for people to just come and think and be and sit. And also to have these exciting digital things that you can do access from home or from your car, your phone, or whatever.
What was the app again?
So it's the Share Mobile Library app.
Mobile Library.
Yep. Yeah.
Perfect. And it's just really cool to me to see this, because I'm getting what's happening.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It's really exciting. And it's one you want to stay tuned to. Hey, thank you so much for that plug, by the way, though, or reminder. I'm going to be talking about this at the North Alton Godfrey Business Council meeting very briefly. Mike upstairs has created, all of you are small business owners, a lot of you guys are, or you're institutions, or you got things. Life's getting in the way. You're maybe working 12 hours in the office, and then you got to go and do social media. RiverBender.com has some really cool tools for you to use. That is just like ChatGPT. You aren't paying a monthly subscription. You're paying for what you use. So whether or not you need a press release generated, you need an event description generated, you need a flyer generated, a blog post for your website, you can do that with RiverBender.com. We have the best prompting right now in the area. It's really good. So all you do is just buy those tokens. Thanks for reminding me. I never told them that before.
Yeah,
but
no, it's interesting. I got that email that all of those are available, and I've been looking at it thinking, this is really incredible. So, I mean, it really is.
It's pretty cool what Mike's been able to accomplish. And it's not to, scare anybody that's in the PR world. It's just to make your lives easier at home with your small businesses, or if you're on the fly, Mary, and go, oh my God, we forgot to get this done. Boom!
Yep, not that we would ever do that.
No, never. Well, seriously, that's what I think's so cool, because you guys work so hard. We don't see it from the outside looking in, but all this stuff gets accomplished. Where are you heading to now?
Now I'm going to be heading out to go talk about getting some things printed to hand out when I go and talk to
that's what I was saying. I was curious. I thought it was library related. Well, at 11:03, we got to say goodbye. Get your library card, because it's just one of the many benefits to be in the library district, is having that card and unlocking the door to adventure with Hayner Library. How about that? See you tomorrow. I'm out of time, and I got to put my life together digitally today. If I ever find that bird, you just wait and see what happens, On that note, we got a busy show tomorrow. Join me then, and on that, try your best to stay out of jail.